welcome to Jade Gaming. My name is Adam, and today I have a big unboxing. Probably a short one. It's one pre-painted miniature. But oh, what a miniature it is. I actually already have ordered another one of these, which should be coming at some point. But I got this one too. It's like, oh, the fun of dragons. I'm getting into them. So this is Dungeons & Dragons Icons of the Realm. So WizKids line of pre-painted miniatures. Adult red dragon. Whatever. Art on the side. The game book art on the back. We can put it up there. Okay, so internal bit of cardboard that has the D&D logo. Okay. So, box out of the way. This internal cardboard is kind of weird. Alright, came out pretty simple from that. This thing feels so big. So big. Any balances. They're on the clear bases. You can kind of, if you hit it right with the right light, you see adult red dragon on the bottom. Ow, something. There are sharp parts. He can legit stab you. So the inner circle on the base here is the official size in the game. Which I guess isn't a 3x3, whereas I guess the outside is probably 4x4. Well, I guess. Here is a 4x4 tile from Dwarven Forge, and yeah, basically that is where it sits. So if you want to do just that inner circle, it would be 3x3, which is the official size. Which, first off, to say this is the actual size that the dragon is, apparently, but it only takes up that space. I'm like, that's stupid. As is, taking up 4x4, he clearly bulges out of that, even. But I'm like, so you can use it 4x4, which means you can use him for an ancient dragon, if you want. It could be where you have it where you just use whichever size depending on what size dragon it is. So if it's ancient, you use the full size base, or you tell your players it's only using the middle base if it's adult. Alternatively, you can use it as an adult and just decide that your dragons are larger. That's my go-to option. This is not my first red dragon. I got this guy, this Niv Mizzet, is it Guild Master, who always falls off of his base. I need to probably super glue him onto it, but his base is that 4x4, because he was, I guess, supposed to be an ancient, but he is much smaller. I mean, just look at the wings. But, so this guy is a fair bit smaller. There's also this dragon here, which is the young red dragon, where young would be that middle base, and then the large base here would be the next size up for stability. Again, I'm making it larger, but it's not only is it smaller, it's brighter. Like, you can tell there's a distinct color difference between these. Like, this one is such a deeper red. Whereas the little one here is brighter, more cheery. I like the deep evil red. Of course. So your medium creature is the size of its head. You know, fits nicely in the mouth. I mean, not actually the mini, but, you know, if it were to be swallowing a creature. That's a great texture detail on here. Back wings, this spine down here. All sorts of bony protrusions. I'm gonna also zoom in and just get some detail, because this is a well-detailed figure here. But yeah. It's an exciting one to have. Of course, it has the sort of bendy flight base, and this seems to be well locked in to the figure, unlike this one that always falls off of its base. So that's much nicer. And of course, it is fully in flight. The tail is even off the ground here. So it is just supported on that flight stand. And it gives a little wobble. But it very quickly and easily balances. Like, that flight stand is placed off center. And it was probably well done to balance the figure with all the bulk of the weight on the back and tail and leaning over to one side. Like, that was well done to figure out where that balance point is. But it is a beautiful red dragon. And an exciting one to have. Whoa! Stop the presses. Not but 2-3 days after unboxing this red dragon, before I'd even gotten a chance to edit the video, this blue dragon arrived in the mail. So I figured, what a great opportunity to turn this into a double dragon unboxing video. Red and blue. So we're going to check this one out too. This is the one that I'd pre-ordered. This was going to be the first dragon I was going to get, except that the red dragon I saw online for $10 off. Which isn't a huge amount, but, you know, something. But it was the first one. Like, when I saw it, I was like, I gotta get the blue. Blue was my favorite color. Their lore is really cool. They were sort of my go-to. But really, I mean, I want several, if not all, of the dragons. Yeah, so let's take a look here at the blue dragon. Likewise, adult blue dragon. Art of the actual dragon there. Art from the book here. It opens on the side rather than the top. So, different packaging, and it is a different size box, I will say. But alright. Hey, the plastic on this one stayed in better shape. There we go. A little more work to get this guy out. All right. That is beautiful. That's a very, very pretty dragon. Oh, wow. So, of course, with the blue dragon, you get that giant horn on the front, which can be an interesting protrusion out of, say, sand if it's buried just up to the horn, and they see some sort of strange rock formation. Perhaps your players will investigate. I've gotten mine to do that. And you have, of course, a lot of beige going into the wings, whereas the doing a double, pull him in here. The red had sort of blackish gray at the end of the wings. This one has like tan beige all around. Like the other one, of course, adult blue dragon, and there's this circle. The actual size they take up, if you notice, the feet are not even fitting within it, because that's silly for them to take up that space. They're bigger. I guess also with the clear bases, you can see the detailed painting underneath them that you wouldn't necessarily be able to see through any angle otherwise. These are sharp. This is sharp pokey bits on the elbows there. Sort of some ridges here, but definitely feels more plated, whereas the red dragon had that ridge spine. This is sort of feels like armored plates. There's just little spots in here of blue on the wings, in the tan. Now, before I zoom in for our detail, I will pull out this one's wings are not attached yet. But I have picked up this. This is the young blue dragon. I would say a much better color match than the red. Feels like the same dragon, same spots on the rings, same color. Funny back, some plates. So obviously this one, wings came separate because it came in a box that was one of the blind boxes. But yeah, so much better color match, I will just say, for the young blue to the adult blue dragon. And then we will zoom in further. No, it's still not quite in focus. There we go. Because they are pricey dragons, but they are detailed sculpt as well as paint job. This one has the painted little splotches. Does not have veins in the wings here. I mean, maybe a few, but it's not like the same veiny appearance of the red dragon's wings. The color variation on there. Again, these kind of spikes that start at the back and can go down to the armored plates. See the detail of the spikes here. This one is not in flight. The red was in flight. This one is, obviously, on the ground. And it's kind of got this menacing claw here. Again, with this one, I will show 4x4 from Dwarven Forge. That's where the base goes. Just a little mini next to it to show sort of scale there. And with this one, you could have a dragon cultist or two that would fit underneath it and just sort of sit in there. Which I might do. But yeah, so that is awesome. That's the one that I'd wanted first for sure. So glad that it's arrived. Nice to pair it with the red as a fun partner. The thing about having a couple of these is I want more of them. Whoops. They have done a great job. There was a little bit of paint that was just sticking up in the air and flaked off. I don't know if you saw during the close-up, but it fell off and it looks fine now. Which makes me guess that the plastic itself is this tan that they use for the undercoat, so that if that happens, it just looks like it's the bony nail like it's supposed to, really. But there was a little bit of paint that just flaked off that was sticking up off of it. But yeah, so I'll compare kind of ones here. The red dragon is just the slightest bit bigger. Obviously, same size bases, very similar here, but it is just feels just the slightest bit bigger. I think even, not just because it's flying and obviously therefore taller, but I think it is a little bigger. Maybe it's just the wings that are bigger, but for sure the wings are maybe a half inch larger. But yeah, so there were a couple of the WizKids Icons of the Realms dragons, red and blue, beautiful, expensive, but they can be fun. It seems fun to put them out on the table and see the player's reaction when I make them fight the dragons. I'll link down below where you can check them out online, of course. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff helps me out. Thank you for watching. Bye.